I'm Wesley Morris, and this is Cannonball Today. Streaming kill the video. I'm not happy to say it, but it's true. The VMAs are this week, the Video Music Awards. Did you know that? Do you care? Does anybody care? I'm going to try to make you care because it's a weird and interesting time for the music video. MTV, the place they used to live music videos, music television. They gave up on these things, 20 years ago. But like 1 billion people are still watching them on the regular on YouTube. So I'm going to talk about the state of the music video with my pal and fellow critic Niela Orr. And we're going to look at the Video of the Year nominees because some of them are really good. Niela, hi.
Hey, Wesley.
Welcome back to Cannonball.
Thank you for having me back.
You're our first repeat guest.
I'm honored. to be the first repeat guest.
It won't be the last time. All right. So I'm going to just set a scene for you.
Mm-hmm.
It is 1982.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents divorced. Just like, my mom couldn't take it. My dad was like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite things about my parents getting a divorce, because it didn't feel that painful. That's a therapy conversation. But I remember loving this divorce business because it meant two houses and or two households. And one of those households had something called cable television. And on cable television, there was MTV. The network was new. At this point, it would have been maybe 2 years old, a year old, 2 years old. And it was just the most exciting thing ever because it was the radio.
Yeah.
With pictures.
Yeah.
And I remember the weekends we would go to my dad's house, my sister and I would make a beeline right up to the room I was sleeping in and just watch MTV all day long. I would watch it until I felt like I got to the end where like I've seen Every Breath You Take 3 times today. I think I've seen all the videos they have to offer because I didn't want to miss anything. I didn't want to miss one video. And so I would sit there like as a 6-year-old or 7-year-old and just be like, I think I can turn it off now. When did you consciously remember the video being a part of your life?
I think probably in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was this channel called The Box.
Oh, yes.
And you could call up and request a video. And I remember just watching that channel all day. Like when we were grateful enough to have cable, because we didn't always have cable. But when we did.
How old were you when you got it? Do you remember?
I think probably 10 or 11.
Okay.
And I would just watch videos all day. Nelly's Hot in Here.
I said it's getting hot in here.
It was one of those ones that I saw a million times. Pink, when she still was like an R&B singer. When I was in middle school, I got a little older. I feel like my whole social life was organized around music videos. Like I would wake up in the morning, there would be like a block on MTV.
Yes.
And then I would go to school and talk about music videos. I would rush home to watch either TRL on MTV.
Total Request Live, hosted by Carson Daly.
And then maybe 106 in Park on BET. But it was like my whole day was just structured around when I would get to see music videos and when I would get to talk about them.
I'm curious, why the music video? Like, what was it about that art form that magnetized you from the minute your bell rang to send you home from school?
I mean, part of it is just like FOMO or whatever it was before that term came up.
Because people were talking
about it at school. You wanted to be a part of the conversation. But also, I think it was just sort of like, cluing me into the idea that like the song is one thing, but there could also be this other interpretation by a director or a producer or what have you that was slightly different. And there was a slightly more oblique take on the same exact material.
Yes.
And I was like really excited by that. And maybe there's some part of me that like was like a critic sprouting in that moment, because you're like, okay, this is how I imagined it in my head, but this is somebody else's take on that very same material.
But it feels important to say that it wasn't just MTV. I mean, you mentioned BET and VH1. Each one of these networks was doing a different thing. MTV, I would say, was much more about what was basically hot in one way or another according to the charts, but also just if you were a white person who could get a music video made, MTV would probably play it. VH1 was much more focused on women. That to me was the women's music video network. VH1 was where the women lived, and BET was where I would say urban contemporary Black people lived, because they weren't playing any hip hop on BET. MTV really was the first place to start playing rap videos. The first of those three networks to start playing rap videos. Anyway, the point is they were like radio stations for videos, and they had a format.
Yeah, that's true.
And you knew if you wanted to see a Najee video, you knew to go see Najee do his thing on BET in the afternoons. And that was also exciting to me. I could watch my Poison, I could watch my Najee, and I could see a Kate Bush video. Well, if I flip channels, I could see them all in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But that was how I would spend my summers. What are some videos that you could not wait to see? Or that you remember seeing? Because I mean, for me, I remember the day Thriller premiered, right? I mean, I guess that's not hard. Like, where were you when a different planet hit this planet? Yes, that's not hard to forget. But I can definitely remember the Thriller premiere. It was at my father's house, and I saw it for the first time. I think it was like 2:00 in the afternoon.
It's a good time to see that music video.
On a Saturday. And I just remember sitting there being completely eroticized. I don't know, there was something about his transformation from Michael to the werewolf that as a kid, I was like, I don't know what's happening right now, but this is kind of sexy. And the look on Ola Ray's face as he's doing it, and she's mostly repulsed, but there's a little tiny bit of like, but wait a minute.
Yeah, there's definitely some titillation there.
Yeah. That was mine.
Yeah, I mean, one of the earliest music videos that transfixed me was Missy Elliott's The Rain.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was just like, I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. Like, first of all, there's the trash bag imagery, which is iconic at this point.
Missy Elliott in these inflated trash bag, what we're calling inflated trash bag suits, and the helium that seemed to fill them and made her like airless, weightless.
Yep, but it was sort of subversive in that it was seeming to comment on her own weight and the way that she was perceived in the industry as a heavier woman. And then you also had her like in these like kind of slightly absurd tableaus. She's sitting on a hill. She's wearing a wig. She's referencing Lauryn Hill. Like, there's just something like interesting and riddle-like about all of the imagery, and I just couldn't understand it. So
it was weird.
Yeah,
it was a
very weird,
bizarre expression of this artist, and I mean, it was not that regular to experience Black people doing really just truly weird thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, we were sexy, we were hot, we could dance. I mean, we understood how to be on camera, but this was something else.
Yep.
Right? This was somebody sort of mocking the priorities of at least, an entire wing of music video iconography to invent something new.
And then I think I also like really enjoyed the bad boy videos of the mid and late 90s.
Now, who's hot, who not?
Like the shiny suit era was my time when I was coming into an awakening around music videos. And you would see Puff Daddy and Mace and the whole cadre of bad boy artists like flossing and gesturing and just like making love to the camera as they say.
The camera was very much a part of that era's aesthetic and the artist. I mean, it's one thing to know the camera is present, but to treat the camera almost as a person, right?
Yep.
Like a
Yep.
person who is there to be entertained by the antics before it. And to just like walk up to it and like put your face and
Yep.
I Hate Williams fisheye lens
Yep.
was really something.
Yeah, and it's also you're looking at me, but I'm looking at you.
Yes,
You know
exactly,
what I mean? This is like a two-way
exactly.
thing here. It was all about radiating success, you know?
But then you start to, like, I developed a sense of what a good music video is. And I'm curious about what your priorities were as a viewer for what types of videos worked for you. So I'm going to, like, offer some taxonomy here. Get my notebook. I would say there may be, like, 5 basic video styles. There are probably a few more. Feel free to contribute to this.
Okay.
And I would say that they're exemplified by individual artists. The individual artist tends to be the person who defines what the music video is. There are lots of important videos made by bands and groups. But the people who keep redefining the format.
Okay.
So, I mean, the iconic people, there's maybe 4 or 5. Madonna, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Bjork. Feel free to add somebody else to that. I'm going to use Madonna, by the way, as the exemplar of these. Janet Jackson is just as good. You can
Okay.
sub out all my Madonnas with a Janet Jackson. Because I think these two people are equals in some way. The Portrait, I would say Madonna's Cherish video, for instance. The video where she's just black, blue and white on the beach, wet the whole time. I mean, it's just like Metaphor City,
Yep.
you know, like frolicking on the beach with some mermen with like, there's a shot in this video of a tail just slithering back into the ocean. It is, it's very hot. But also it's like a sweet thing because she's like holding this little mer child, this little black mer child. It's just, I don't know. It's a very sweet, erotic video. The single story location situation where we don't get a lot of costume changes. We're not doing heavily choreographed. There could be some like dancing in it, but it's essentially communicating an idea based upon the theme of the song. Like if we're talking about Madonna, Open Your Heart. The other one, the live performance.
Okay. Yep.
The great ones don't do a lot of these. I think you and I might agree they're cheating.
A little bit, yeah. But I love Whitney Houston's Did
So
We Almost Have It All?
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Emotional is the one for me. Where
Because some of these people, you didn't know if they could sing or not. You didn't know if they were factory or studio creatures. And Whitney, I mean, obviously she could sing, but like I think that video really drives it home.
I would say Madonna's version of that is Dress You Up. Which the Dress You Up video is just like it's an actual live performance from her Like a Virgin tour. And she sounds great. She's kind of rethought the song at that point. A very good sales pitch for what I found out later was the home video for the tour. We'll get into like what the purpose of the videos were, but that was one of them. So then there's like the high concept, long form movie category, which is basically, you know, Like a Prayer is a little bit of this. Madonna's Bad Girl video where she's, you know, a bad girl and it's directed by a very good director. And there's a single story, but we're leaving the world of the song to tell it, right? So there's a lot of preamble, you know, post-amble, like there might be an epilogue. Oh Father is the other Madonna video that does this. And then there's like the bunch of scenes that hopefully are going to go somewhere. You know, that is the sweet spot of the music video, right? Like, we got a costume designer. They brought all these clothes. I can't pick one outfit. So y'all got to find me some scenes to wear these clothes in. That is most music videos. But the great music video artists don't do a lot of like, hopefully this all adds up to something.
Yeah.
They really do have a concept for what the music video is. But every once in a while, somebody gets lazy And they take the concept, but they're like, but I also like this other outfit. What if we stay with the vibe of the original concept, but then we like incorporate some other stuff? Like Madonna's Frozen video is a little bit like this. Like, how does this, do you like what I'm laying out here? Does this make sense?
I think that's a really good taxonomy. I don't think I can add to that taxonomy very substantively, but I can highlight a few tropes that I know from music videos.
Are these, can you frame these as do's and don'ts, things you like and don't like? Do you have pet peeves?
Well, okay. I think my do's and don'ts are slightly separate from the tropes.
Okay, let's talk about some tropes.
But some of the tropes are like, I think from the 80s, one would be to have a metal gate somewhere, a metal fence. A chain, like, from What's Love Got to Do with It?
What's love but a second-hand emotion?
Also,
where the camera's sort of speeding along the. Oh yes,
or like some evocative shot of a hand on the gate. So I'm thinking of Chaka Khan's "I Feel for You."
Yes, there's a fence in that.
There's a fence in that one.
Another good portrait video.
I think there's also like the posse video. You know.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Particularly in hip-hop, you'll just have like a bunch of people going back to their neighborhood, right? Standing in front of the project, standing in front of their block with everybody out there.
Body warm, heart and knee. Your chest get admitted and it's Waka flame
That trope has been like repeated in too many videos to name, but I'm just thinking of like Wu-Tang, popularized that for sure. Nas. Yeah, I mean, it was a big trope in hip-hop videos. I'm succeeding, I'm popular, like I have a video, there's a video crew here, but I haven't forgot where I came from because my people are here with me.
I mean, that is still a hip-hop video trope for sure. Okay, trope for me, band videos. The other musicians are not allowed to do anything. The lead singer is the only person who matters in a music video. Trope. Every once in a while, somebody interesting in the band would do something, but it's rare. If you're in a band, it's Michael Stipe all day long. But even R.E.M. was a little more generous in that regard. I mean, I think those guys really thought of them as a quartet. But or Red Hot Chili Peppers, at least Flea and Anthony Kiedis were very apparent together in those videos. But basically, lead singerville.
I have a question. So is this only applicable to rock bands or is it also applicable to R&B groups?
No, same thing. Now, the problem, of course, with the group video trope is it exposes the insufficiencies of certain acts. With the groups, you're kind of like, but wait, what does Lance Bass do? Like,
Lance,
what is Joey's point again? I kind of get what JC's all about, but really, this just seems like it's all about Justin.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris Kirkpatrick. Yeah. I don't know.
Also, I mean, I think that can be also applied to Destiny's Child. There was even
100%.
There was even this really funny Mad TV skit from back in the day. And one of my favorite things was that Mad TV would spoof the music videos of the era. And there was this one spoofing the Destiny's Child video for Emotions. And it's just
isn't that the one with the three of them just like side by side by
yes,
side?
They're like they're in a triptych. And they're like, Beyonce has her storyline, Kelly, Michelle have their storyline. And then by the end of it, I believe that they converge, right? In this Mad TV spoof, Deborah Wilson plays Beyonce.
Deborah Wilson.
And the Beyonce's little triangle or her sliver of the split screen is in the middle, and by the end of it, she takes over and she pushes everybody else out. And so the lyrics, emotions it's just emotions taking me over, right? But then in Deborah Wilson's version, it's just Beyonce taking it over, right?
Which leads to another trope, Niela. The wind fan. The industrial strength wind fan.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, the heavy metal guys started it, but Mariah picked it up. Right?
Okay.
And then, Beyonce picked it up. The hair must blow at all times. If it's not blowing, I'm not going.
Yep. I would also add another trope, which is for a while in hip hop videos, there was this thing where it would be all black space, people having fun, people posing, people doing whatever, people dancing. And then there would be like a white person, a random white person that would come into the video.
Even white boys got to shout.
And they would kind of make fun of them, right? It was just like they're at a house party and a white guy just starts dancing. Or like there's like some awkward white person doing something. And it was just like,
go white boy.
There's a commentary on, hip hop's, widening reach.
Yes.
And the fact that at some point in the early 2000s, late 90s, it was probably mostly young white teenagers buying albums. So there's this like interesting moment of like wanting to invite them in, but also to make fun at the same time.
To let them know there's a line.
Yep.
And, good luck trying to cross it, although, that ship has basically sailed.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I forgot about that.
And
it never even occurred to me.
I would also add one more. And again, this is from hip hop and 90s music, hip hop and R&B of the late 90s, early 2000s. And that's this effort to showcase technology.
Yes.
Right? So
we were futuristic.
We were very futuristic people. I'm thinking of like the two-way pagers in a number of videos. I'm thinking of the two-way pager in Nelly and Kelly's
Dilemma video.
Nelly and Kelly Rowland's Dilemma video, where she pulls out her two-way and she wants to text him, her boyfriend, something, but she ends up typing into an Excel spreadsheet.
Yep.
Right? So we were like...
Trouble! Talk about a dilemma!
So eager to show ourselves as like being like tech savvy and with it, but she's typing into an Excel.
Corollarily, there's the visionary version of that too, where you get that leads you to TLC's Waterfalls.
Yes.
To Busta and Janet's What's It Gonna Be?
What's It Gonna Be?
I mean, I think that like in the same way that black musicians were in the 70s thinking about outer space, other dimensions. I think those same priorities in the 80s, we were interested in robotics and
computer love,
becoming robots. And I think in music videos around the late 90s and early 2000s, the question was, how do we become just technology?
Okay, you're getting to my final trope, I think. I keep saying I don't have that.
You keep finding new ones.
I keep finding ones.
Your trope is a trove.
I have a trove of tropes. Okay, it's the feminist empowerment trope, where women get together to go up against a guy, right?
Yes,
so there's
Love is a Battlefield.
Love is a Battlefield. Whitney Houston's It's Not Right, But It's Okay.
Oh, yes.
Where all the women come together at the end, or like towards the end, where she's got all this evidence against her husband or her man. Like, you said it was, you were talking to the guys from up 54th Street, but it was an LA area code, She has all
Why
of her...
did 2 and 3
exactly
show up on my caller ID?
Why did 2 and 3 show up on my caller ID? Why did you said you went out with 2 people or 4 people? It was the guys, but it was just 2 people in your credit card receipt. I found, so she's laying out all this, and then she has these women supporters that come up behind her. She's wearing a dominatrix outfit with this short bob and a neck thing or like some kind of collar.
She's got a choker.
You got a little choker on. She's giving very dominatrix. And then I'm also thinking of Khalees. Khalees, I hate you so much.
I hate you so much right now. Yep. From 1999, 2000.
Yes. It's hilarious and over the top and so campy. There are these women coming out of their houses to join this group. And I mean, they're communicating something about feminism, but I really don't know what it is. Because I think feminism is after, more important ideals than helping
fucking up a man.
Right. But they're all there and they have signs.
Yes. I hate you so much right now.
Exactly. So that might be my favorite.
That's a good one.
It's just deployed so commonly and for really confusing means. Go ahead, say something. You were going to say something.
No, I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay. Do's and don'ts. Okay, one of my do's is I think the main do in a music video is to create some really indelible imagery, something that's again slightly mysterious, slightly hard to parse that will keep people coming back to it. I mentioned the rain already, which to me was it's ancient rune. I'm up in the middle of the night just trying to better understand it. And I think that's what I think is a major do for me is just to make something that begs repeat viewing that are going to keep people coming back to it. Something Dennis Edwards and Saida Garrett.
Oh! That really cheap chroma-key, what they call chroma-key, and they're like standing in front of it. Is it a pyramid background?
Some kind of like funny photo studio background.
Yes, I really love that, class picture day, at the carnival vibe.
Yeah, it's so simple, but there's so much of it that is like appealing to me and just so like captivating. Like, why is he wearing a tuxedo?
Yes.
Right? Why don't they match? Because she's wearing some like typical 80s garb, like a mini skirt.
Yes.
Yeah. My major don't is like when music video directors make the video extremely literal.
Oh,
if they haven't committed to it, if they haven't committed to it.
Yes.
So there are some exceptions, but like we don't really need to see, because the music video is a separate thing from the song itself. We don't need this
Take me somewhere
close read of exactly what's happening, or this like close adaptation or translation of the lyrics. Like you can feel free to do something slightly different.
I like the rewatchability idea, and I think the people who were really successful, I mean, I know I said what I said about the bands earlier, but then I was thinking, how much time I spent watching MTV's 120 Minutes, their alternative music situation. And 120 Minutes was where all the really great groundbreaking videos, I mean, that's where most of them really happened, right? My first Radioheads happened there. They Might Be Giants were great music video people, like Anna Ang. I don't know if anybody remembers this song. There's a great video for this song called Anna Ang. And it's by They Might Be Giants. And it's just a bunch of like what I'm going to describe as like, it's not found footage, but it's sped up imagery from all over the place. I'm going to misremember the video, but I distinctly remember watching that thing over and over and over again just to hear the song, but mostly to see the way in which this song that is inscrutable in many ways is telling me what it thinks it means. So a lot of the times you object to a literalization. I object to, I don't object. I love a video that is trying to literalize the inscrutable.
Okay.
And some of those videos were just, a world of fascination alongside a world of fascination.
Yep. So Wesley, what are some of your do's and don'ts?
Oh, I mean, I'll keep it brief. I just want things to make sense in the video. I want every motif to add up to something. I don't even need a lot of motifs. Don't motif me. Or just give me one. But don't give me 7 different scenes that don't mean anything. Just pick a studio, pick a set, and just stay in it. Tell me a story in this set. Or if you've got a few sets, make it add up to something. Also, related to this is costume changes. They're the same. It's the same complaint. But I know you had the money to spend on these 4 outfits, but I only need one. I just need one. Save it for the next video. Because if we're talking about 1995, you're going to get 3 more cracks, Tony Braxton.
Right.
Just give me one look. One look, maybe 2. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Just
there's some continuity errors all up and through those videos for sure.
Because nobody's thinking about that.
And no logic to it either.
And often you can get away with it because I'm just here for the artist, right? I don't care about continuity. But if enough people show you something that is coherent, right? If enough, especially if you're an artist who I thought believed in coherence and you go and do something sloppy, I don't really know what to do with that. Why are we changing our clothes? You're not a clothes changer. Just stick with the program. Madonna, you do that sometimes. Sometimes you just like change your clothes for no reason. You've done it. And it drives me nuts because you're so good at the music video. Okay. I want to take what we just talked about and try to apply it to what's happening to the music video now. Because first of all, I should ask you, where do you think the art form is currently versus, what you were watching when you were a teenager, what you were watching when you were in your 20s? Because at some point we enter the streaming era. What is happening? from your perspective?
I'll say I think there are some people who are still making some great videos. There are people who are very visually minded, have great aesthetic impulses, and really care about the medium of the music video. Those people still exist. And there's some great music videos that still come out. But I think the state of the music video is greatly diminished. I think part of my reasoning for that is that like some of the like biggest artists of our time don't even make music videos anymore, right? Beyonce, I think notably for Cowboy Carter, didn't make any music videos. They're like
or for Renaissance.
There are these visualizations, these like looping like moments of, these moments of like the artist doing something that just get looped and looped and looped. So I think it's that. I think it's this notion that like you have to make reels or like TikToks or very like bite-sized sort of visual accompaniments for these projects, and I think that's part of the problem. Speaking to something you mentioned earlier, you said that one of the appeals of music videos when you were a kid, when you first got MTV at your dad's house, it was the ability to spend time with these artists, right?
Yes.
And for a while, I mean, that was the only way you could spend time with them. It's the only way you could see what their hair was doing or what fashion was like, right? And now you can just open your phone and you can just go to a person's page and see what they're doing. You can see like what they ate for breakfast. You can just kind of, you don't need the technology of a music video to spend time with them. You can do that in a multitude of ways today. And it feels like we're losing the art form of the music video to social media, right? People are on their phones. And so they're not as like important. They don't have as much of a space in the culture anymore.
Niela, I looked at MTV's programming guide the other day.
Yeah.
For just Tuesday. What's happening today on a Tuesday in September?
It makes me so sad.
Ridiculousness is what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't mean ridiculousness, the experience. I mean ridiculousness, the television
show.
Yep. All day long. Let's think through like the industrial concern here, right? Because, historically, the thing that kept music videos from being taken seriously from the outset was that we didn't use this word back then, but they were treated like content, right? And they were essentially a commercial for this long form music format called the album. And each video was essentially bankrolled by the record company to promote an album, to sell albums, to sell songs, but also sell albums. And I think that what has happened essentially is, MTV wasn't paying to run these videos. I mean, it was like please play our video MTV, break our artists, sell us millions of albums, please. And now in the streaming era, they don't need MTV anymore.
Right.
MTV, in theory, if they really wanted to stay in business, they'd be paying the labels themselves.
Yep.
Like it's just not in an artist's interest now to just throw the music video on MTV where like Paramount, Viacom, Skydance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord. Skydance gets all the money. And so it's ridiculousness all day long.
Yeah.
The VMAs are this weekend, and I just sort of wanted to think through this award show. It's been 41 years of this show. Oh. And, it's in addition to them giving out a bunch of awards, it was an award show where cool things happened, right?
Yep.
They were an alternative to the perceived stodginess of the Grammys.
Yes.
And indeed, many people who never got to go to the Grammys got to go to the MTV Video Music Awards a lot. Do you remember your first one?
Yeah, I think my first one must have been the 1999 VMAs. I remember distinctly because I think it was so captivating before the awards proper had actually started.
I'm in the comfy confines of the mess balcony here with Little Kim and Little Cease.
There's this moment where Little Kim comes out of the limo or the car or whatever, and she
has
like...
Is this the Diana Ross year?
This is the Diana Ross year. This is the year with the purple outfit, the purple wig, and the exposed breast.
Yes, she's got a little pasty
over it.
Kim, I thought Rudy Giuliani, the mayor of New York, had outlawed outfits like this. This is amazing.
And it was so shocking. I don't think I'd ever seen anything like that in my life. And it was just like, what is happening here? Like I have to see if she makes it on if she makes it on the awards, right?
Oh, she made it.
She made it on the awards. Not only did she make it on the awards, but Diana Ross.
She presents an award.
She presents an award. She
with
comes
the one
out
and only.
is Diana Ross. And then she like leans across her body and jiggles her breasts. And it was like, it was so shocking. I feel like it was like, why is this older person doing this thing you're not supposed to do?
Yes,
right? Like,
exactly.
Even though they're both women, there's something strange about what just transpired.
I love the generational Black history.
Yeah.
I loved the so this is what we're doing now?
Yeah.
This is where pop music is?
Yep.
Oh no, I'm calling Mary right now.
Yep.
We need this is unacceptable.
That
But also it wasn't judgy. It wasn't judgy.
Right. It was playful.
This is cute.
Right.
I love it.
But it was like all the tabloids could talk about for the next week and a half.
Yeah. Scenes like that happened every year. There was always something.
Yes.
Madonna kissing Britney and Christina.
Yep.
We'll just leave it at that. Madonna rolling around on the floor in the wedding dress during Like a Virgin. I mean, that's the antics that happen on stage, right? And it has nothing to do with the actual winner of Video of the Year. So I just want to do a little exercise here. I want to take you on a micro tour of 41 years of winners.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through them all, but if I said to you, Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer. Can you see the video?
Yes.
Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You. These are all winners.
Nothing compares to you.
Yes.
You can see the video.
Yes.
TLC's Waterfall.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
So you can see the video. Madonna's Ray of Light. Can you see the video?
I can see it. Like a ray of light.
Dingity ding. Eminem's Without Me.
2 trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Can you see the video?
Yes.
Missy Elliott's Working.
It's your primitive is when yet if you get a big.
Can you see it? Oh, let's see. Lady Gaga's Bad Romance.
Drama, the touch of your hair. I want your leather studded kissing the saying.
Yes. It's starting to.
Great video.
Yeah.
It's interesting what you're about to say. What are you about to say?
I'm starting to say that my memory is. I'm starting to lose my memory of some of the ones that you're mentioning in the 2010s.
This is fascinating. Katy Perry's Firework.
Baby, you're a firework.
Yes. Kind of.
This is interesting. Camila Cabello's Havana.
Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana.
Vaguely.
The look on your face is great.
I feel unprepared.
So I'll just catch us up. The last 10 years of the Video of the Year MTV Video Music Award winners are mostly Taylor Swift. She wins in 2015 for Bad Blood. Beyonce wins for Formation in 2016. Kendrick Lamar wins for Humble in 2017. Camila Cabello, I mentioned. 2019, Taylor Swift, and You Need to Calm Down. Crazy. The Weeknd's Blinding Lights in 2020. Taylor Swift's All Too Well. Taylor Swift wins 2022, 2023, and 2024.
Wow. Okay.
Like, this is where we are. And an important development happens between like INXS winning for Need You Tonight Mediate in 1988 or 89, which is basically that the fans begin to vote in 2006. And so starting in around 2006, it's no longer industry people, the artists voting for these awards, it's us. And so what does that list of the last 10 years of this award, Video of the Year, mean? What is that saying to you?
I mean, I'm thinking the first thing that comes to mind is just like the homogenization of the last 10 years in terms of like who's up for it, who's winning. It seems like the last 10 years are kind of skewed more toward pop music. Or mainstream pop. And I think like it seems to me like this is a moment where fandoms are taking over. Right? Like we know that the Swifties are a huge constituency, huge voting block.
It's interesting because once you allow that to happen, it also changes. I think that change, that shift in 2006 mirrors the sort of technological and therefore cultural shift in terms of how the videos are going to be ingested.
Yep.
Right? I mean, because in some way, Niela, the art form has never been more quantifiably popular, right?
Yep.
Because most people now experience their music videos in YouTube.
On YouTube. Mm-hmm.
We never knew how many people watched David Bowie's Let's Dance or, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince's Parents Just Don't Understand
Mm-hmm.
or Onyx's Slam video. We don't know.
We didn't know.
We didn't have numbers.
Yeah.
But now I can see that, for instance, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars's Die With a Smile was watched, I think, a billion times.
Yeah.
At least, maybe 1.2.
I think that the views on YouTube count towards a song's streaming count.
It's factored
in.
It's chart popularity.
Yes, chart popularity.
Yes.
Those streams are factored in. So in some
or
ways,
chart position, I should say.
Yeah, they're extreme. They're like music videos in some ways are more important than ever in terms of like their ability to sway a song's success or to determine its fluctuation up and down the Billboard charts. But in other ways, like culturally, it just feels like they're just like marginalized, at the same time.
Yes.
Just a very, very strange moment to like be a fan of music videos.
Content.
Yeah.
It's content.
Yep.
So in some ways, the video, we're not really that concerned with the video. We experience it, but only for the song.
Yep.
The video is like a vestige of a period in which it was once a primal source of like artistic imagination and commercial viability and industrial weather veining, right? And so we have this award show, the Video Music Awards, which for the first time are going to be shown on network TV. CBS is broadcasting, which means you can probably watch it on the Paramount streaming network, Paramount Plus. But it also means that you can't just rely. A CBS broadcast award show can't live on videos alone.
Right.
They have now added Album of the Year, Song of the Year.
What?
Yes! And these other non-video-oriented categories.
That's wild.
It is crazy. So it's just like, so now they're just doing things like that the Grammys would do, which, by the way, home of the Grammys on CBS. So they have kind of Grammified the VMAs. It's a tragedy. Within this tragedy, I just want to take a second to just like look at, celebrate, cry over, thumbs down these 7 nominees.
Let's do it.
Because they're here. I think we should do it. Where should we start, Niela?
Where should we start?
I'm just going to say Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Ariana Grande is nominated for a bunch of these things. The video, the quote video, unquote, is Brighter Days Ahead. It is a 27-minute long-form video. So she's already got one good trope going.
Yep.
Like a movie. This is an extension of an old music video, Eternal Sunshine, where she is riffing on, she wants to forget an ex-boyfriend. It's the concept here is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And now our friend Ariana Grande wheeled into some memory company by an attendant to erase her 4 remaining memory eggs.
Yep. And I mean, this, it's like conceptually, it's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's mostly coming from there, but there's also a little bit of Inside Out in there as
so
well.
many things happening. That set is Inside Out.
It's Inside Out with the core memories coming down the little thing or whatever. I find this to be, I found it to be really interesting and really kind of, I could see what she was aiming for. I could see the ambition.
I could see what was being aimed for.
I could see it. But I think the thing that was most striking to me about this video was like the moment when she plays her first core memory.
Okay, it says here you have 4 memories left.
And it's for the song Intro Into the World.
How can I tell if I'm in the right relationship?
And we see this like a stream of home videos like from this character's youth. The thing that I like or I find interesting about this moment is that there's this like moment of convergence between the personal and the professional.
Yes, those videos appear to be Ariana Grande's own family videos.
Yes. And it just sort of, it made me think, the first thing I thought of was YouTube itself, right? Like, and when you watch YouTube and the first thing I do,
I love this.
I like to watch YouTube, but I also like to read the comments as well. And down in the comments, you see people talking just all about like when they first heard a song, and this is a shout out to my girlfriend, and we first met in 1984, and we drove down Lakeshore Drive, and we played this song, et cetera, and just how like entwined like music is with people's personal memories, right?
Yes.
Like we've been talking about music videos and our like personal relationship to them. I bet we could mark moments in our life by certain videos, right? And it just sort of to me was like this like palimpsest of personal and entertainment and how it all comes together, particularly in YouTube.
It's deeply nostalgic. But here's my question, Niela. But really, I'm going to ask Ariana, where's the joy? Where's the twinkle? Where's the Glinda of it all? Where's the Wicked? Where's the shade? You made this after you shot at least one Wicked movie. Like, what are we doing? Where is it? Like, you look catatonic the entire time. Why? Because, Niela, my favorite thing about Wicked is I didn't want to see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Ariana Grande is so good in it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not even giving press tour. She's not even giving Wicked press tour in this video.
Mm-hmm.
And what's missing from it is what I would describe as the thing that we were going home to see, which was something that was distinct from the movies, but was giving you what the movies had the power to give you, which is stardom. We now talk about it as main character energy, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That used to just be movie star. That used to just be music video star. And very few people are giving that. But I want to say it is not absent from this category. The next video I think we should talk about with respect to video stardom is maybe Sabrina Carpenter's Man-Child.
I really like that video.
Man-child, why you always come running on me?
And it's a video inspired by movie trailers, right? So there's a cinematic element of it.
You said your phone was broken, just forgot to charge it. Whole outfit you're wearing.
Yes.
It's taking its motion or its main thrust from trailers and the chaotic energy in trailers. It's this, I guess the loose plot of it is that Sabrina Carpenter is hitchhiking across the American West and she's riding with men and she gets
a variety
of men.
Every name a kind of man, she's in a car
Truckers,
or some vehicle with it.
Single guys, avuncular types. I mean, every kind of man in these cars. And she's just moving from chaotic moment to moment, from strange image to strange image, where it kind of bleeds into like uncanny valley. In fact, I feel like the whole video is taking place in some uncanny valley in the American West.
Yes.
But like a strange image of Sabrina sitting in a diner and an elephant crashing through, right? Like the elephant in the room. It's just evoking all kinds of things.
Yes.
And there's this really wonderful moment. I think we were talking earlier, I was saying one of the things I really treasure in a music video is evocative imagery, like mysteries, visual mysteries.
Visual mysteries.
So there's this moment where she's in what could be a station wagon or an old school sedan, and there's a chandelier hanging from the roof.
The art direction in this thing is fantastic.
It's so fantastic.
This is nominated for best editing. I'm not going to say it's the only winner, but it definitely deserves to win best editing.
For sure.
This is a video driven by a concept, and in some ways, Sabrina Carpenter's the passenger.
Yes.
So to speak. I mean, she's literally the passenger, but also like given the sort of the high concept nature of the video, she also was a passenger in that too.
Yep.
I love this video.
Yeah.
My only note on this video is if you've seen her in Espresso, you know that she's a world-class lip syncer. Droll as the day is long. And there's not enough of that here. She does do some lip syncing, but she's so good at it. She's so good at performing the song in the world of the video.
Yes.
I wanted more of that. But some of the like dream imagery that comes through just in one cut, right? It lasts for a second, the shot. But I remember seeing, I think it's an axe as a gear shift.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. So it's evoking too like AI slop, right? And how all this stuff comes together in our algorithms and our consciousnesses. It's like it's a very, I think, of the moment video in a strange kind of sort of understated way.
And the person in it is a star.
Yes.
In the world of this video, there's no way to leave it and not think, this is a person who has complete control, complete self-understanding, knows how to wink.
Yep. And she's playing with all these sort of ideas about innocence and maturity. And she's giving like Dolly Parton. Like this was very Dolly Parton 9 to 5 era kind of like, she's like, there's like a holdup that happens in the video.
She's got the 9 to 5 hair.
The 9 to 5 hair. Also Ethan Cohen's recent like madcap capers.
Yes.
You know?
What I would call the lesbian caper movies.
Yes.
It's got a little bit of Tarantino,
yes.
You know, but I actually think she's more Olivia Newton-John. I mean, literally in this video, she's got Dolly Parton's wig and everything.
Yes.
But there's something kind of Olivia Newton-John, both as a vocalist and as a screen performer.
Coquettish, sort of kittenish, sort of like.
Yes, but winking
sexuality.
in a way that Olivia Newton-John didn't need to.
Yep.
But now, you know, given our politics, I mean, anyway, we don't need to get into the politics of Sabrina Carpenter now, but she gets the joke, y'all. She knows what the joke is.
She knows what the joke is.
She's telling it.
Yep. And there's somewhere in my mind that chandelier is still tinkling.
Oh.
I'm still thinking about what it all means and how it's connected to Prada Marfa, which is this art installation out in the West, and just like what kind of commentary she's making on visual spectacle and art and reference. And it's just, I'm just thinking of that chandelier still. So
next, Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. They not like us. They not like us.
Woo!
Yeah.
I mean, you and I have talked about this song. It never gets old. It's so deep. There's so much going on. I had not spent a lot of time with the music video, unlike 388 million other people. But man, this really, according to my taxonomy, this is a very satisfying bunch of things thrown and let's see how it goes.
Yep.
I love this thing both for its insideriness, right?
Yes.
Just to be clear about some of the iconography in the video, it opens at a Martin Luther King memorial in Compton, California. And this video is doing everything you love, Niela, and nothing you don't like. It has assembled a bunch of people to celebrate and shout along to the lyrics of this song.
Yes, there's posse
at the
in
memorial.
There. Yep.
I mean, it feels like a national posse.
Yes.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
And then there are the cutaways to such places as, I would say, like a kind of padded cell environment in which, like a very bright padded cell environment in which Kendrick Lamar sits I'm going to shorthand this. You feel free to fill in if you need to explain who these clowns are. They're actual people in clown makeup and clown clothes, crumpin', but they're not like, they're true clowns.
Led by Tommy the Clown.
Yes, led by the one and only Tommy the Clown. And that's one set. And then another set is at some point in the middle of the video, we're standing in front of a bunch of shipping containers.
Yes.
That is some grim imagery only in terms of like what Kendrick Lamar is suggesting. He's the co-director of this video. And, he's arguing that the shipping containers might have at one point contained women.
Contain women. And also, I mean, there's also the implication of us, right? Of the Middle Passage, not to get too heavy, but I mean, when you see a black person in front of a shipping container, I mean, there's so many associations, and that's a major one.
And he changes clothes.
Clothes.
It's a great costume change into a suit.
And throughout, he's wearing clothes by Martine Rose, who's a lauded black British fashion designer. Like, it's very much like Black pride he's giving throughout the video.
Right.
And it's just such a dense text. There's so many references and Easter eggs, the things that he said in the song and of other moments throughout the beef and other arguments he's making about Drake in the video. And for me, I mean, again, another How We Live Now moment for me is just like the rapacity with which fandoms go online and Reddit, and they have their like theories about what all the imagery means, and like just like all the double entendres and triple entendres that are in Kendrick's songs, particularly his beef songs, the songs that he had in the beef with Drake.
I mean, just the sequence alone where he's doing the push-ups in the, fake prison cell that's really just a bright white set.
Yep, and there are paintings or canvases that are turned away from the audience's view. So there's art on the other side of it. We just don't know what it is, right? It's very, very much like Miles Davis turning his back to the audience, right? Like I'm playing for you, but you can't have everything, Yes. And I think that's another message that Kendrick is imparting in this video.
I love that so much. That's so good. I think this music video, I think it's a great music video from the standpoint of the way we've been talking about like what a successful one is.
Yes.
It's a great Kendrick performance.
Yes.
It's a wonderful Kendrick music video performance. And in terms of like the power of chanting Not Like Us, having like hundreds of people shout them at a camera that is at the Martin Luther King Memorial, it is simultaneously chilling for its insidiousness, but also for its history, like the way that these people have gathered to like essentially expunge somebody.
An excommunication is happening, right? Yeah.
It's really, anyway, we got to move on, but that video's a winner. Next, Timeless.
Timeless.
The Weeknd and Playboi Carti.
Playboi Carti. This video is a very dark video.
Literally, it is literally dark.
Literally and figuratively dark. You have The Weeknd and Playboi Carti on a soundstage somewhere. They are performing their lyrics to the camera while a bunch of women gyrate around them in a very joyless way, if I can say.
Niela, these women look lost.
They do.
They look confused.
Shawty keep wanna come round, she wanna get hit.
And I hate to be this person, but it's like they got out of one of those containers that Kendrick is dancing in front of, and they're like, wait, where are we?
I mean,
Y'all said we was coming to Kendrick. This ain't Kendrick. Where are we?
There's a moment where one of the women looks at the camera and breaks the fourth wall, and she's
like, what is going on here?
The reason, I mean, I found this to be like, sort of like a...
This is the darkness.
Almost a photo negative of those Bad Boy videos we talked about, right? Like, if the Bad Boy videos are trying to impart this idea of like shininess and success and new Negroes, Playboi Carti has a jersey on. A jersey that says Iverson on it, right?
He's wearing it backwards.
Wearing it backwards to Allen Iverson. But also, he's got tags all on throughout his clothes, right? It's like a joke, right? Or some kind of like way of referencing just the new Negro-ness energy of those old videos, right? Like, it's just...
But the new Negro was happy. This video is so dark, and... we can't get a decent, clean shot of really anything except blinding lights. Blinding lights, for some reason, is the only thing we can really see clearly. Okay, moving on. There are the two Bruno Mars videos are nominated. APT is the first video, and Die With A Smile is the other one. You and I had a wonderful conversation about this man and these two songs. Neither one of those is going to win. I don't think either one of those should. A video I do think should win, though, is Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather.
I want you to stay till I'm in the grave.
Tell me why.
I just feel like this is such a great, like, star performance. The video is really like a subconscious dream of the song to me.
Tell me about the setting.
She's in an office. She's in a workplace. She's in an office, like interviewing. She's sitting where, an interviewee would sit. We don't see a desk, but she's in a chair. And while she's like really giving the song to us, with her eyes, with her snarls, with her sides, she's being pulled somewhere. Like her arm starts to move. And then she sits again and she continues. And then there's another tug. And all of a sudden, she is being dragged through this office space. She's crashing through walls. She's falling into glass coffee tables and just being dragged some more. This video to me is about the helplessness in some ways of her own behavior toward the person in the song. I feel pulled in a lot of different directions by things I can't control.
Yep.
I also feel guilty about how I act, and I can't control that either.
And I mean, I was most struck by just like the juxtaposition of her youth and she's probably a Gen Zer in an office building, in a dilapidated office building, right? Like,
and they probably got this on sale, which is why they filmed it in it.
Right, but just like, is there some commentary she's trying to make about her generation or its relationship to work, its relationship to workspaces? I don't know. I could be putting 20 on 10.
I thought, I'll take your 20, and I'll give you back a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. What I will say is, like, I actually think this is about the labor of being in a relationship, of being famous, and the thing that's tugging at her we don't see, which is a great special effect trick. And I just love that she is the star of this thing the whole time, and she never gives up the lip syncing part, right? And there's nobody else in the video.
Yeah.
It's just her.
And there's a chair that plays a crucial role in it. And so I automatically think of
Janet Jackson,
Pleasure Principle.
The Pleasure Principle video.
Anyway.
I mean, talk about a star performance. Like, iconic star performance. But yes, Janet Jackson's...
I'm thinking about how those two videos speak to each other. And emotional labor.
I love this. That's deep, Niela. Damn. Okay, let's be basic for 1 second. We've talked about these nominees, these 7 nominees. Who's your winner?
I mean, it's between 2 people for me. I think Kendrick Lamar's had a banner year, and I think this would just be another, thing in his trophy case. But he truly deserves it.
Get another one.
It's such a rich text. It's such a galvanizing moment in pop culture. And Sabrina Carpenter, I really enjoyed that video, and I think what she's doing with some of the imagery in the video, I think, speaks to that very controversial cover of Man's Best Friend.
Which is out right now.
Yeah, and the vague, traces of Robert Mapplethorpe in that cover,
1,000%.
And it's so provocative and interesting. And both of those videos, I think, speak to this moment in their own ways. What about you?
I mean, obviously the Kendrick video. I mean, it's funny because I sat down with all 7 of them, like in one sitting a couple of times. And, well, I'm lying. I couldn't watch the Ariana Grande more than once. That was enough for me. But I liked the intimacy and, again, the coherence of Birds of a Feather. It's both songs are really good. I love Birds of a Feather as a production musically. And I think that the tightness and kind of fragrance of that production, really makes its way in to the music video. But look, there's no denying to me that the sort of power and impenetrability of Not Like Us as a text, it is a bottomless document. And I kind of love that you could basically spend an entire semester unpacking that thing.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Kendrick's gonna win, but I'd be happy if Billie Eilish, or even Sabrina Carpenter, but mostly Billie Eilish, if she won. Okay, so we gotta go.
Yep.
This show is on Sunday. I don't know, it's just meaningful to me that this art form has never been it no longer feels primal to who we are as a culture.
Yep.
And yet, it's telling to me that all these young artists are still making good videos. Doechii, great music video person.
Yep.
Dua Lipa, great music video person. Lola Young, this person who just showed up in the last year, her Messy video, just her in one space, did 2 takes. It's fantastic.
Just last month, Tyler, the Creator,
there's
unveiled
another one.
A slew of beautiful and interesting videos. And Little Sims is also another great person.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's saying to me that the medium is still vital.
Yep.
And these videos, I know that we are practicing criticism on them to unearth and extract the ways in which they absorb the properties and sort of formal priorities of social media, but they exist for you and me and all the YouTube viewers in the house as music videos. They're not TikToks. And so there's still a primacy there.
Yep.
There's some juice in that grape.
There's a lot of juice in there. I think the music video is in good hands, you know, from the artist perspective. From the industry perspective, I'm not so sure. From
they're not going to pay to make them.
perspective, I'm not so sure. But hopefully artists who are increasingly independent-minded will still find a way to deliver this art form to us.
Niela.
We did it.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for allowing me to relive my youth.
Listen, I mean, that is like 40% of what we do on the show. So, thanks for Cannonballing.
Thank you for having me again.